Hi, Michelle Lee with Athena Rising Now here. And as you may already know, I am passionate about helping women fall in love with themselves. I believe wholeheartedly that as spiritual beings having a physical experience, we all have a soul's path and purpose. And my soul's purpose is to empower women through first falling in love with themselves and then discovering their soul's purpose. And I have been a student of self help and metaphysics for almost 30 years now. And one thing that I found so frustrating was all of the gurus from Marianne Williamson to Gary Renard, Dr. Wayne Dyer, and Deepak Chopra, and now even Dr. Phil and Oprah Winfrey talk about the importance of loving ourselves. And when I was in a deep state of self loathing and self doubt, I had no idea what that meant or how to get into self love, how to begin to love myself from where I was. And no matter how many books I read or how much studying I did, nobody had the answer. So in that moment, I decided that I would become the answer. And I did a lot of inner journeys and discovery, and I began working with women as a hypnotherapist to help women do their inner work, to discover their authentic self, and to find their source of love within them. Because truly, all love is an inside job. And so, what I found working with hypnosis, I loved hypnosis and I still love hypnosis because it's fast. But women are stubborn, and you know what I'm talking about because when we get something in our heads, we stick with it. And so I found it very difficult to convince women why they should love themselves, why they should put themselves at the top of their priority list, even though they had a spouse and they had children and they had work and they had friends and they had coworkers and they had school functions and they had all of these things. It was very difficult for them to understand why they should put themselves at the top of their priority list and how that actually benefits all of those other areas in their lives. So I turned inward and I started asking, the universe, give me something faster to help women truly fall in love with themselves and value themselves enough to put themselves at the top of their priority list so that they can even be better in their relationships and for themselves. And that's when I rediscovered emotional freedom technique. And so I have developed a program that I'm sharing as a 6-week teleseminar beginning Monday, March 9th, to help you with EFT and hypnosis to first clear the barriers, the emotional barriers to self-love. We have 4 main barriers that keep us from our natural state of loving ourselves. We will use EFT and hypnosis to clear those. And we will also, I will walk you along in the process of truly falling in love with who you are at a spiritual level, an emotional level, and a physical level. Because if we don't love ourselves, we self-sabotage. And you probably know what I'm talking about. Just when things get going, we'll self-sabotage. We'll procrastinate here, we'll procrastinate there, we'll overeat, we'll begin our exercise program, and then the next thing we know, we've been off of it for 2 weeks. And that's the first sign of lack of self-love. Love is self-sabotage. So I invite you to click on the link below and check out this powerful EFT teleseminar for self-love and the foundations of relationships, because every other relationship in your life is based on how you feel about yourself. So click on the link and send me an email, and let's get you started to transform your life and how you feel about yourself today.